Skinny Dipper Hot Springs in Boise County used to be a great place to go to, but it's been closed for nearly 5 years now. Back in 2016, the Bureau of Land Management issued a 5-year closure for the facility after noticing extreme mistreatments, things like trash and drug paraphernalia, to the point where a temporary shutdown seemed to be the only solution. Originally, the plan was only to have a shutdown for 5 years. So now the question, will the hot springs open back up or stay closed? Our Katya Stepovic has the story on what could happen next.
In just a span of 10 years, other than the incredible amounts of trash left behind, there were several deaths reported in the area and over 125 assaults. But after a rock slide came through and changed the entire landscape of Skinny Dipper, it's hard to imagine it ever coming back. It sits high above the South Fork of the Payette River and Highway 17 near Garden Valley. The Bureau of Land Management escorted us up the steep, narrow trail, where the water still trickles down and the temperature still steamy hot. But a lot has changed since the Bureau of Land Management temporarily pulled the plug on Skinny Dipper Hot Springs. This was what the hot springs looked like 5 years ago, before the concrete pond and plastic piping to cool it down were removed, and before a rock slide in 2017 filled the pools.
There are so many hot springs around here. People come from everywhere.
But for 5 years, things have been quiet.
Since they've shut that down, it's been really quite a bit better situation.
Sandy Donnelly has lived in Crouch since 1953. He's seen the city and its surrounding areas grow, and not necessarily in ways he's proud of.
From the time when I was a kid and what we have there now, it's a shame. There's drug paraphernalia, there's condoms, there's dirty diapers. It's been a terribly abused area for a number of years.
Unfortunately, John DeVal, Garden Valley Fire Chief, says much more than that was left and lost.
We had some falls, serious falls off of high cliffs. We've had people in the pools that were deceased that we had to bring down out of there.
DeVal has been fire chief for 15 years and says Skinny Dipper was nothing but a drain on the department's resources by regularly having to send crew members to rescue inebriated or injured visitors.
I could only imagine if that was to open back up, how bad it would get.
And the BLM says it's up to the public to come up with a plan before they even think about reopening the hot springs.
The BLM has left the door open for those types of proposals, but we haven't received anything that would be a viable option to look at a different management option besides closure at this point.
Brent Ralston, Four Rivers field manager with the BLM, says Skinny Dipper's closure was a gradual process at first. In 2012, the hot springs was closed only to night use to see if reported littering, injuries, assaults, and deaths would decline, but unfortunately, none did.
We want to keep people safe when they're out there on the ground. The added concern with that is when we've got an area that's as inaccessible as Skinny Dipper is, or as hard to access for first responders, if somebody gets in trouble out there on the ground, the likelihood of us being able to get out there, or Boise County and their emergency services, in a timely fashion to help somebody is very limited. And so looking at that balance of what can we do to help folks out there, and where are areas that we just can't support that use, and Skinny Dipper is one of those places.
Some even wonder, is there a solution at all?
You know, if they could find a way to patrol it and police it, make it a little bit safer, and then maybe regulate people going up there with alcohol.
Ralston says, unfortunately, they don't have enough staff for that.
We're still looking for any input that we have from the public if there are other viable options to go out there. We don't like to close down public lands for reasons, but for public safety, we will do that.
In the end, Ralston says it's up to you to decide.
I think having it shut down has been a great thing. I just ask that people, do their part to keep the areas cleaned up and the sites cleaned up and whatnot, because it really is becoming quite a burden. And the end result of that is the worse it gets, the more it's going to get shut down.
I think it's beautiful up there, but if they could make it a little safer, yeah.
I would say for the environment, to keep it closed down, for the people who live here, it's much better off being closed.
The Bureau of Land Management plans to send out a public survey asking community members about the future of Skinny Dipper Hot Springs. In Boise County, Katya Stepovic, Idaho's News, Channel 7.